Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. Today it's time for episode 2 of season 6 of Mario Kart Deluxe. And today we're just gonna do 4 more tracks, but this time with a little bit of a challenge. Because usually I play with my Pro Controller because, well, it's literally the best thing that exists. But today I'm gonna be playing with a singular Joy-Con. This one to be exact, the left one. I don't know why that cares or matters, but yeah, we're gonna play with a Joy-Con, and this is not gonna be very comfortable because, yeah, I mean, it's a Joy-Con. We all know how uncomfortable these are, especially with just one. 2 of them I can cope with, but one of them, I'm not looking forward to this, even though it's not really that much of a challenge as it is just like a sort of a handicap, I guess you can call it. But anyway, we're gonna play with one Joy-Con and just 4 tracks like usual, 200cc. And yeah, let's get into it. Alright, and instead of going with Yoshi like I always do, I'm just gonna pick a different character now because, well, I'm just feeling like it. Let's just go with Kamek, or as Nintendo calls it, Kamek. It's just fucking wrong. It's Kamek, okay? Anyway, 200cc, we're gonna do frantic items, hard computer players, and random races. Let's go! Alright, Piranha Plant Slide. It has been a while since I have played this track. Let me actually just pull my monitor closer to me because it's really, really weird. Okay, there we go. Piranha Plant Slide. I like this track. I don't know how people generally feel about this track, but I think it's probably in most people's like top 30 tracks or something in this game. Because yeah, it's pretty good. I like it. I think it's a decent track. And oh my god, this Joy-Con is so fucking not comfortable. Oh my god, especially drifting. Oh my god, this is gonna suck. Anyways, well, that's a good thing about the Switch too, because those have bigger Joy-Cons and a bigger screen, so you can actually take it with you on like a vacation or to the bathroom and not look at like a tiny screen, even though let's be honest, this Switch is probably one of the most innovative pieces of technology, or at least consoles slash gaming hardware to exist. Well, specifically on like how like useful it is, not really on like the specs and the performance wise. Even though, I mean, I'm gonna be honest, I think the games on the Switch, well, at least the first party games that like Nintendo makes, always look really good for what they are. And of course, it mainly just has to do with like the art style and stuff. I mean, Mario Kart Deluxe is probably one of the best looking Switch games on the Switch, and probably one of the best looking Mario games as well, because I mean, of course you have stuff like Toad Circuit, but hey, we're not gonna talk about that. But yeah, Mario Kart X or Mario Kart 9 or whatever is of course going to look a lot better. I mean, it already did from what we saw in the trailer. Gotta be honest, it could have also been like extra DLC for Mario Kart 8 because of how it looked, but that's just because like the art style for what we've seen so far is quite similar. Well, apart from, like, of course, we all know, like, Mario and stuff, and the characters look a lot more cartoony, which I'm definitely a fan of. Especially, like, in Mario Wonder, how Mario just looked so much, like, more expressive, that's the word, and just more alive, it seemed like, in Mario Wonder compared to, like, the new Super Mario Bros. Games and basically any 2D Mario game before that. And people are still, okay, Vancouver Velocity, people are still not happy with Mario Wonder for some reason. I mean, of course I have TikTok and stuff and social media, duh. For some reason people flag on Mario Wonder because it's probably because it's just new, which the new Super Mario Bros. Games just aren't. But like, okay, of course each to their own, each can have their own opinion, but to say Mario Wonder is bad or worse than the new Super Mario Bros. Games is just flat out wrong. I mean, come on. How blinded by nostalgia can you get? And I mean, I loved New Super Mario Bros. Wii. like, it was probably my favorite 2D Mario game up until Mario Bros. Wonder just blew me away. But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. It shocks me so much. It's honestly just like, oh yeah, Nintendo tries to be new, and then most people are like, yeah, that's cool, and they just accept it as it is. But there's just that small group of people. Obviously, it's not everyone, because like, I'm not here to like shit on an entire huge group of people or everyone, but there's always that small group of people that are like, Nintendo, you should go back to the old days. Those were so much better. And I'm like, no, they were not. I mean, of course, you have stuff like the Wii, and you have like really good old games. Like, I started playing Mario Bros. 3 recently, and in my opinion, so far, it's okay, but I mean, I still haven't played the full game, and I'm not gonna spoil it anymore because, yeah. Anyways, yeah, I think people are just shitting on new Mario games way too much because it's just new and it's not, well, their nostalgia talking. Because I also really like Mario Kart Wii, and I also played Mario Kart DS back in the day, which I still have quite a bit of nostalgia for, especially Mario Kart Wii. But when I played Mario Kart DS again, I was like, is this really that good of a Mario Kart game? I personally don't really think so. I personally think it's quite, well, actually a lot overrated. But that's just my opinion. I mean, if anyone puts Mario Kart DS at number 1, I am automatically like, oh, really, dude? But hey, it's their opinion. I can't do anything about it. And to be honest, it's, yeah, it's not a bad Mario Kart game, but it's just, yeah, it's overrated. That's all I'm trying to say. But anyway, yeah, like I was trying to say, I played Mario Kart Wii and DS back in the days, and I still really like Mario Kart Wii, but Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is, I don't really have nostalgia for this game, but I like it so much more because, well, the controls are so much better, the item balancing is much better, the track selection is much better and bigger, the character selection is better, the battle mode is better. Pretty much everything about Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is better than in Mario Kart Wii, in my opinion. The soundtrack, of course, the graphics. I mean, the graphics you just can't argue with. That Mario Kart Wii is generally considered to be a bad-looking game, which I don't understand. I think it looks really good for a Wii game. Of course, it looks a little bit dated nowadays, but I mean, that's literally most games on the Wii and 3DS and before that. Personally, I think Mario Galaxy still looks really good because, I mean, let's be honest, like, the space theming definitely helps a lot. But yeah, it definitely is a very good looking game. But anyway, yeah, back to the nostalgia stuff. I think people are just, well, not people just in general, but some people definitely let their nostalgia be way more of them than a common sense, or I don't know what I'm trying to say with that, but you probably understand, because I mean, I have nostalgia for Mario Kart Wii and New Super Mario Bros. Wii and what else, like Mario Galaxy, even though Mario Galaxy is still just the best Mario game of all time, there's no arguing that, but I mean, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is just better in a lot of ways, in my opinion, and I like it a lot better. Probably in my top 5 Mario games of all time, and Mario Kart Wii probably wouldn't even make the top 10, even though it would be quite close. Thanks. New Bowser City, still probably the hardest track in, well, Wii Rainbow Road and the 8th Rainbow Road, I think those are still harder than this track. I was pleasantly surprised at how difficult Wii's Rainbow Road was in this game because, you know, of course, we all know Mario Kart Tour usually likes to just pick simple and, yeah, just simple tracks to recreate. Like, you have Boo Lake instead of Broken Pier, you have stuff like Choco Mountain, Frappe Snowland from Mario Kart 64, you have, what else do you have? You have, like, a lot of circuit tracks, like basically almost every track from Super Mario Kart, which I can understand because they are very similar to each other. Like, they have the exact same art style and visuals and stuff. But still, Mario Kart Tour just usually picks really simple tracks over the slightly more interesting ones. Like, you have Mushroom Bridge instead of Mushroom City. In my opinion, Mushroom Bridge sucks. And Mushroom City, while it's still not a great track, because, like, the main selling point of Mushroom Bridge, oh my god. Holding this green shell, oh my god. It's so uncomfortable, dude. My god, what am I doing? Okay. But the main selling point of Mushroom City is, like, the different routes and stuff. And while that's cool, you have, like, so many other tracks in this game that do it better, in my opinion, because it's not just, like, one route that's the obvious best route in Mushroom City. And they don't change every lap, like in the Tour City tracks, which, in my opinion, still get way too much flack in this game, because I don't even know why so many people dislike the Tour City tracks. I guess because they're somewhat similar in their, like, nature and how they're cities, but that's literally their entire point. And, you know, I guess I can see that people get tired of cities. I don't understand, man. Most people, or, well, a lot of people usually put city tracks at, like, the bottom of their ranking list and stuff. I just don't see why. There's so many worse tracks in this game. Not that I say a lot of the tracks in this game are bad, obviously. I mean, I really like the city tracks personally, or at least most of them. But, yeah. Whatever. Anyway, that was it for this episode. So, yeah, we did great, even though it's not 60 points. I don't care. But, yeah, thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and more of the fancy stuff. And I hope to see you in the next video. Goodbye.